Welcome to our Hong Kong brief program. I am your host, Jenny. Today, we're diving into the vibrant world of fashion at Milan Fashion Week, where Prada is pushing the boundaries with a utilitarian yet high fashion collection, while Max Mara is embracing the timeless elegance of Rococo. It's a fascinating contrast that highlights the future and tradition of style. Next, we'll take you through some exciting activities in Hong Kong this weekend, from eco-friendly plogging to art festivals and sensory perfume pop-ups. Whether you want to give back to the community or indulge your senses, there's plenty to do to lift your spirits after the stormy weather. And don't forget to unwind with some innovative cocktails. Finally, we look at how Asia is battling the climate crisis with super typhoons like Ragasa, which caused widespread destruction and prompted new laws to prevent storm chasers. Plus, a secret military meeting in the US hints at shifting global power dynamics. It's a busy day with stories of resilience, innovation, and the ongoing fight against nature's fury. Please continue to stay tuned for more detailed stories. South China Morning Post reports that Milan Fashion Week showcased a fascinating contrast between Prada and Max Mara, two iconic Italian brands that exemplify different facets of fashion excellence. Prada, under the visionary leadership of Miuccia Prada and Raf Simons, continues to push boundaries with a collection that marries utilitarian workwear with high fashion, featuring oversized, layered looks, shiny fabrics, and bold colors. This collection, described as a response to the overload of contemporary culture, exemplifies Prada's signature blend of commercial appeal and intellectual challenge, reminding us of its enduring influence since the 1990s. Meanwhile, Max Mara embraced the opulence of Rococo, reinterpreted through the lens of modern sophistication by creative director Ian Griffiths. Their collection celebrated ornate details and playful references, yet maintained a focus on wearable elegance for accomplished women, highlighting tailored camel suits, voluminous trench coats, and statement accessories that balance decorative flair with practicality. Both brands underscore the importance of consistency, longevity, and the ability to challenge conventions while remaining true to their core identities. In a separate report by South China Morning Post, fashion insiders Tiffany Su and Tina Leung demonstrated how to elevate style at haute couture events, exemplified by their appearances at Schiaparelli's Autumn-Winter 2025 show in Paris. Dressed in neutral tones that exuded understated elegance, they complemented their ensembles with the Maison's signature embroidered measuring tape sandals, showcasing how subtle yet striking accessories can make a statement. Su and Leung's looks, featuring pieces from Kite, Loro Piana, and Manolo Blahnik, reflect a refined approach to fashion that balances high-end craftsmanship with modern chic. Their choices highlight how style insiders set trends through thoughtful coordination and attention to detail, inspiring fashion enthusiasts to adopt sophisticated, versatile looks that resonate with the current couture landscape. South China Morning Post highlights the vibrant cultural scene and community spirit in Hong Kong as it recovers from Typhoon Ragasa. The city's resilience shines through events like the Zinyo Fest, a colorful celebration of zine culture and print art at Heath Mall, where over 60 local and international artists showcase their creative works and host workshops. Meanwhile, eco-conscious residents can participate in plogging at Central Pier, blending jogging with litter collection to help clean the city's streets, supported by green initiatives and community donations. For those seeking sensory indulgence, the Killian Bar at K11 Musea offers an immersive fragrance experience with its new Angels Share collection, while Kinsman Bar in Central introduces innovative beverages infused with alcohol and local flavors, turning gloomy weather into a celebration of taste. The South China Morning Post also narrates the inspiring journey of Cindy Young, a third-generation leader transforming her family's century-old jewelry business into a modern, dynamic enterprise. Starting from humble beginnings on Shanghai Street, Young's dedication to learning gemology and gaining hands-on experience paved the way for her to implement her vision, developing signature jewelry collections tailored to diverse customer preferences and leveraging digital marketing to expand the brand's reach. Under her leadership, Emperor Watch and Jewelry has grown to over 90 stores across Asia, with plans to open hundreds more in mainland China, all rooted in the values of diligence, punctuality, and perseverance passed down through generations. Her story exemplifies how a strong legacy, combined with innovative strategies, can ensure a luminous future for a family business. SCMP opinion emphasizes the significance of recent legal advancements in Hong Kong's fight against wildlife trafficking, notably the first successful conviction for money laundering related to wildlife crimes. The 2021 amendments to the Organized and Serious Crimes Ordinance empowered authorities to follow the financial trail of illegal activities, and the recent case involving a 6.7 million Hong Kong dollars crime proceeds signals a firm stance against traffickers. While the reduction in seizures of endangered species offers hope, the ongoing threat of smuggling persists due to Hong Kong's strategic port location and the rising exotic pet trade. Experts stress the importance of targeting criminal ringleaders, enhancing international cooperation, and raising public awareness to protect wildlife and uphold Hong Kong's reputation as a responsible global hub. The South China Morning Post highlights the mounting economic concerns stemming from recent stock market trends, with Hong Kong stocks experiencing their first weekly decline in a month due to inflated valuations and escalating trade tensions. The global equities market, including the S&P 500, is showing signs of overvaluation, reminiscent of the dot-com bubble, as investor sentiment wavers amid fears of tariffs and geopolitical uncertainties. Major Asian markets, such as Japan, South Korea, and Australia, are also feeling the pressure, reflecting a broader sense of caution in the face of economic resilience data that fails to reassure investors amid these turbulent conditions. In stark contrast, the same publication emphasizes the urgent and multifaceted climate crisis confronting Asia, driven by climate change, fossil fuel dependence, and inadequate infrastructure. Super Typhoon Ragasa's destructive path across the Philippines, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China underscores the intensifying severity of storms fueled by record sea surface temperatures exacerbated by human activity. The region's reliance on coal and fossil fuels continues to hinder meaningful progress toward climate goals, with governments planning to ramp up fossil fuel production despite scientific warnings and international commitments. The resulting extreme weather events, including deadly floods, sinkholes, and land subsidence, threaten millions, exposing the fragility of urban infrastructure and ecosystems in a warming world, and highlighting the urgent need for adaptive strategies and resilient infrastructure. The South China Morning Post also advocates for increased public awareness and stricter enforcement of safety laws regarding storm activities, especially storm chasing during typhoons. The recent incidents involving individuals risking their lives to observe dangerous weather conditions reveal a dangerous curiosity that could lead to tragedy, as seen with the rescue operations following the storm surge incidents. Authorities are contemplating new legislation to penalize reckless storm chasing, emphasizing the importance of education, law enforcement, and responsible behavior in mitigating risks associated with extreme weather. The article calls for a balanced approach, combining stricter regulations with public education, to prevent unnecessary loss of life and ensure safety during increasingly intense and unpredictable storms. According to South China Morning Post, Hong Kong is taking significant steps to improve its living conditions by passing new legislation aimed at regulating subdivided flats, which are notorious for their cramped and often unsafe conditions. The city's lawmakers have approved the Basic Housing Units Bill, setting standards such as a minimum size of 86 square feet, a ceiling height of 2.3 meters, proper windows, and at least one toilet per unit. Landlords will have a grace period from March 2027 to February 2030 to bring their properties into compliance, with an earlier registration window starting next March that will be free of charge to encourage participation. While authorities aim to enhance living standards, concerns remain about the financial burden on tenants, prompting calls for clear guidelines and cost references to prevent landlords from passing conversion expenses on to tenants. The legislation reflects a broader effort to address the city's housing crisis, with some landlords perceiving the new regulations as troublesome, potentially prompting market withdrawal, but lawmakers emphasize the importance of adaptable standards that evolve with on-the-ground realities. In the same publication, experts estimate that Typhoon Ragasa inflicted economic damages ranging from 2 billion Hong Kong dollars to 3 billion Hong Kong dollars, with some suggesting losses could be under 10 billion Hong Kong dollars, a figure comparable to previous storms like Typhoon Wifa. Despite the storm's severity, the impact on Hong Kong's economy appears less devastating than past cyclones, thanks to technological advances and adaptive policies such as the new stock market trading arrangements that kept the market open despite adverse weather. The widespread storm surge and flooding caused extensive property damage, particularly to coastal restaurants and infrastructure, with some owners facing repair costs in the millions. The storm also led to a 2-day shutdown of schools and the cancellation of around 1,000 flights, affecting approximately 140,000 passengers. Experts highlight that the increasing frequency of such extreme weather events is establishing a new normal, with the city's economy gradually adapting through better preparedness, remote work, and online trading, which mitigate some of the losses traditionally associated with typhoons. According to the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, the aftermath of Typhoon Ragasa saw a swift response from authorities across Hong Kong, Taiwan, and southern China. Taiwan's rescue efforts are ongoing, with nearly 500 personnel deployed to search for 22 missing persons and aid those injured in the floods, which have been exacerbated by continuous rainfall and the collapse of barrier lakes. In Hong Kong, the storm caused widespread flooding, damaged properties, including the Fullerton Hotel, and resulted in more than 100 injuries. The city's airport resumed operations after a 36-hour suspension, and authorities worked tirelessly to repair roads, clear fallen trees, and manage flooding incidents. Similarly, in Chinese coastal cities like Shenzhen and Zhuhai, emergency crews are busy restoring order, with residents facing substantial property damage and disrupted livelihoods. Despite the chaos, normalcy is gradually returning, with transportation services restarting and businesses beginning the arduous process of recovery, illustrating the resilience and coordinated response of the region to the destructive power of one of this year's strongest typhoons. South China Morning Post vividly recounts Maria Cordero's extraordinary journey from humble beginnings in Macau to becoming a beloved Hong Kong icon, affectionately known as Fat Mama. Her early life was marked by tragedy and resilience, losing her father at 9, supporting her large family through various jobs from a young age, and discovering her vocal talent quite by accident in nightclubs. Her rise in the entertainment scene was meteoric. She became a celebrated singer, with memorable theme songs for iconic films, and gained recognition internationally, even receiving awards from U.S. presidents. Beyond music, Cordero's warmth and humor endeared her to many as a TV host and chef, emphasizing her philosophy that cooking is an art rooted in love and joy. Her personal life, however, was complex, marred by an abusive marriage and later, a loving relationship with her second husband, which she openly discussed. Her political stance has sparked controversy. Initially supportive of pro-democracy protests, she later expressed strong pro-China sentiments, a shift that has divided her fans and critics alike. Despite these contradictions, Cordero remains active, sharing her culinary and personal insights on social media, embodying a pragmatism that keeps her relevant in Hong Kong's vibrant cultural landscape. The South China Morning Post also explores Hong Kong's latest culinary trend, multisensory and experiential dining that transforms the traditional meal into a captivating spectacle. At the residence in the Grand Hyatt, diners are immersed in the magic table, where virtual stories projected onto their tables create a mesmerizing 3D illusion, performed by renowned illusionists Tommy Ten and Amelie Van Tass. This innovative experience follows a wave of similarly immersive events like Le Petit Chef, where miniature chefs interact with dishes through advanced projection technology. Such experiences are not just about food but about evoking emotions and storytelling. Restaurants like the Peninsula Hong Kong have hosted opera-inspired dinners where menus are carefully crafted to mirror the passion and drama of the performances, forging emotional bonds with diners. Alison Tan and Daniel McEwen emphasize that these experiences tap into our desire for connection, transforming dining into an active, memorable adventure. Whether dining in complete darkness with visually impaired guides or sipping artisanal coffee at pop-up events, Hong Kong's culinary scene is shifting from mere sustenance to a pursuit of meaningful, sensory-rich encounters that resonate deeply with guests' emotions and social needs. Meanwhile, South China Morning Post reports on a mysterious and unprecedented gathering of U.S. military leaders convened by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth at Quantico. The secretive meeting, involving hundreds of generals and admirals, has raised eyebrows due to its unusual timing and lack of public explanation. Hegseth's recent actions, ordering significant reductions in high-ranking officers, dismissing top military leaders without clear reasons, and restructuring key positions, have fueled speculation about internal shifts in U.S. military strategy or politics. The gathering's purpose remains undisclosed, but it follows a series of controversial decisions that suggest a period of intense scrutiny and potential reorganization within the Pentagon's upper echelons. This sudden mobilization of America's military leadership underscores the tense and opaque nature of current U.S. defense politics, hinting at underlying tensions that could have far-reaching implications for the country's global military posture and decision-making processes. South China Morning Post highlights the upcoming third Cross-Border Finance and Financial Innovation Service Awards organized by the Chinese Financial Association of Hong Kong, HCFA, which aims to celebrate excellence across various financial sectors such as banking, fintech, green finance, and ESG, while fostering stronger ties between Hong Kong and mainland China. This year, the awards introduce a groundbreaking tokenized voting system, utilizing smart contracts to ensure transparency, credibility, and integrity, with over 1,600 members participating in a two-tier judging process involving peer votes and expert review. The event underscores Hong Kong's pivotal role as a global financial hub and a bridge for RMB internationalization, emphasizing cross-border cooperation, innovation, and the importance of green finance. The awards also feature a digital finance forum, encouraging dialogue among regulators, lawmakers, and industry practitioners, with a focus on harmonizing standards, sharing talent, and advancing sustainable finance initiatives. Unlike traditional awards, HCFA's initiative actively recognizes individual professionals and teams, reinforcing fairness and inclusivity within Hong Kong's dynamic financial ecosystem, and invites submissions from a broad spectrum of industry players across the region to showcase their innovative projects and contribute to the future of global finance. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.